I want to ask you this question. What is God to you? Or what do you understand as God?
Well, to me, what I understand as God is that supernatural being whom I cannot personally comprehend because I'm only an iota, a minute part of that supernatural being, like the Holy Book says, because I'm speaking this taking as a point of reference the Holy Books that I was made in the image of God. Yeah, I'm a small part of that God, and I believe that I am just a small part. So if I want to describe who God is, I'm not actually going to make sense because he is more bigger than how I can describe him on how I can understand him, because God is so big, he's so, we cannot describe him, we cannot understand him because our intellects are so limited to our own creator. For the fact that we are existing and that we believe that we originated from somewhere, there is that supernatural power, that supernatural being that is responsible for our creation.
So if I get it clearly, it's like you're going back to one of the arguments that was raised, or I think maybe by you or someone else in the group, that stated that God is mysterious. So it is this, you use a term, you said supreme being, and then you went along to say cannot really be understood because of probably how big the supreme being is.
So he has created you and you cannot understand him because you only have a limited understanding of the whole structure, the whole cosmic structure. You are just a part of the whole cosmic structure. So you cannot understand God completely. So that is why if you want to fit God into your own brain and your own understanding, you're going to get lost along the way. It's like trying to take the server of Google to make your phone serve as the server of Google. It will not work because it has a limited space. Everything is not going to fit into your phone, and you will think that Google is so that limited.
So if I understand very well, in this case, as I assume you're referring to the Abrahamic God, right? God, the God of Abraham,
Yes,
Isaac,
yes.
and Jacob. So
Yes.
if in that case, would you accept that like the other gods, like say Allah, who is the God of the Muslims, or let's say Zeus, that was the Olympian god in the times of Greeks, are all these other gods, are they also the same as the God of Abraham? Are they the same God in your opinion?
Let me explain something to you. All throughout human history, man have tried to express God in the way God has manifested himself to him. From time immemorial, people have been serving God before Abraham come to the scene. You understand that Abraham comes from a tribe where they serve God, but God specifically calls him apart to manifest himself in a different dimension to him. That is where the Abrahamic God set in. But it's the same God that we have been serving, but everybody would tend to describe God the way God has expressed himself to him. Others will call him almighty, all capable, all knowing, the savior. It's the way God manifests himself to somebody that helps that person to define who God is. So now, coming back to the Abrahamic God, you understand that it's the same God we have been serving, and we have different understanding of him. Today, God will help you to escape an accident. Somebody will say an accident saving God. Today, God will provide you food from a situation that you were not expecting, say food providing God. And in our African tradition, we tend to look at God as that person who is found in a location where he has manifested himself. But with the knowledge of the Abrahamic God, we know that he's omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient, all knowing, all present, and all conscious.
Yeah.
So when he manifests himself to the human being, what happens is that the human being will want to tie God to that particular manifestation and would like to describe God like what he has experienced. But that is not how God can be understood, because if God is understood in that way, it means that it's not the same God who is doing everything, but it's the one and the same God who manifests himself in a different way. Let me take this anecdote. There was a story when I read when I was in primary school that just six blind people went to discover what an elephant was like. So one touched the leg. He said, "Oh, I now understand. An elephant is like a tree." The other touched the ear. "Oh, no. An elephant is like a leaf." And the other one touched the tongue. "No, I believe the elephant is like a spear." And all of them came back with different impressions of the elephant. But who was right? Each of them had a description of what an elephant looks like. So it is in the same vein that when we look at God, everybody will tend to explain God the way he has experienced God. Okay. So it is one God, but who expresses himself in different dimensions.